Ironheart will be a series for Disney Plus about genius inventor Riri Williams, who has the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man's. Dominique Thorne will play the title role. And as we like to do, both Secret Invasion and Ironheart will tie directly to MCU feature films.
5 years later.
Here we go, okay.
Just to let you know, your girl finna be bigger than John.
Right.
Damn.
Bigger than Gates.
Right.
Bigger than Pym.
Right.
Bigger than Stark.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Yeah, come on.
Spit that shit out, man!
Let's have some vibe. You know, no matter how hard you try and like something, it's just not going to work out. You're always going to be met with disappointment. Disappointment is going to go hand in hand with everything with the MCU. Recent TV shows, to even some of the movies that we knew were going to flop, to the political undertones. And let's face it, that just hasn't been good. But we all knew that Ironheart was going to be the savior of the MCU, right? All right, so let's get this over with so I can slip into something more comfortable. Like a fucking coma. All right. I just did actually want to thank all of you for helping me cross 500 subscribers. That's pretty freaking awesome. You know, it's not easy when I'm burning down here for all eternity. You guys are actually pretty freaking cool. I love this. This little community we got burning down here. You guys are awesome. Many more to go, many more things to come. I just wanted to thank you all. I appreciate that from the bottom of my blackened little heart.
It makes me happy.
So from here on out, we're not going to call her Riri Williams. We're going to call her Shariri Williams. Because as RDJ once famously said, you never go full retard, and full retard, they win. So let's start off with the plot. So Shariri Williams here has her best friend, who's going to be no longer with us due to a drive-by shooting, along with her dad. Take that, stereotypes. Is going to be going and attending MIT on pretty much a full ride and a full scholarship, but only finds out that she's going to be kicked out after screwing up an experiment that gets one of her professors horribly injured. So what does Shariri Williams do after she gets kicked out of MIT? She steals everything and flies away. You arrogant little shit. It's not only that you decided that you were able to go to one of the most prestigious schools on this planet, get a free ride, cheap by helping other students, only to realize that you wanted more equipment, more testing, more funding, more lab work because Tony Stark is the only one who could succeed on this, but he was the only one because he had money and resources. He was the only way that he could do this.
What the fuck?
I think we're going to see a starting trend here in how we know that this show's going to go at this point. But, well, since the rest of the characters you're going to understand are egotistical, maniacal, only stand that they have some stupid legacies, only to be completely race-swapped, gender-swapped, and only have a few, well, we'll say a few issues to say the least. But that's going to be the left for Shariri Williams here. Speaking of Shariri Williams, I'd just like to kind of point out here, Disney, that, you know, you're not doing a lot of good things here for the whole stereotypes. Not that she stole a multi-million-dollar piece of equipment, was trying to help people steal, lie, and cheat, and inevitably goes on to be a complete sociopath of a bunch of people that, you know, murdered another one. But, hey, you know, no stereotypes here, right? But let's face it, when it comes to stereotypes, and Disney Plus is already so familiar with them, sit down and pop a squat next to me and allow me to spin you a tale of your homework. All you have to do, according to Disney Plus, is just watch Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Doctor Strange Mom, Black Panther, Black Tender Piece of Shit Forever, and What If. See? It's not all bad, right? Do your homework and you will be fine, my dear sinners. Speaking of fine, Shariri Williams finally gets back to her hometown of Chicago, and decides to clone her best friend who was killed in the drive-by shooting and make her new AI. See, Jarvis, you too have been downgraded, but don't worry, it's gonna get much better from here, I promise.
You sure about that?
But it's okay after she meets a rusty band of pirates to get her money and resources, and as well, okay. Yeah, so there's this little Chadwick looking one here. Hey, it's still June. It's fine.
Hold the fuck up!
But because she needs some more resources, she's able to Google find some local arms dealers and is able to locate Alden Ehrenreich, the only straight white male in this show who's ironically also a giant pussy. But that's for you all to decide. I'm not wrong, though. Anywho, That's going to lead us to the leader of these Rusty Band of Pirates, Parker. Parker's going to be able to get hold of Shariri here and use her abilities to try to give her some money, help her out with her technology, but only before she's going to start having second opinions and questioning his true intentions, as well as that magical cape he has. But I guess the question all comes down to this now is, who the fuck cares? Who cares where this is going to go? It's not going to go anywhere. We are not going to see Shariri Williams here in the MCU after this show. Let me know in the comment section below if you think we truly are. I would love to know what you think. So now I have a few questions about this. So Alden Ehrenreich's father is da-da-da-da. Yeah. Wow. It's almost like the plot lines write themselves at this point, truly. He didn't want to tell Shariri Williams because he wanted to be not like his father, except the fact that he decided to become a international arms dealer anyways. Right. Yeah, anyhow, can we just take a moment to acknowledge how stupid that was a plot line to put in from a movie that was almost 20 years old? No matter how good Iron Man was, that Obadiah Stane's been fucking, okay, that's great. I mean, obviously he got down, he has a son. Did he have sex when he looked like this, or when he looked like this? I mean, good for him, but this is fucking pointless. But speaking of pointless, it's not like the MCU is going to try and hide anything else in this show. I mean, come on, this is Ironheart. This is going to be the savior of the MCU. I'm sure there's going to be no other messaging in here at all.
Sup, I'm Trevor, MIT's teaching robot and virtual operational resource, and your very own AI assistant. Our AI assistant.
What the fuck? If this isn't enough reason why the MCU is already dead, they had tried to reshoot this thing over and over again, and it just didn't work. That's why MCU and Disney has been sitting on this thing for years now. They have tried, and now with everything that we're hearing, she's going to have magic. Well, it's one thing that my grandfather always used to tell me. There's one way to deal with that.
Blackout magic!
Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think of Shariri Williams' Ironheart episodes 1 through 3? If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I thank you all for watching. And, as always, until we meet again.
Blackout magic!